So it sounds like,
Sure.
energy work in general, potentially Reiki or healing touch or other work. It's really great for the nervous system as a sensitive
Hmm.
person who's more
Hmm.
easily overwhelmed, overstimulated, more impacted by trauma or emotional distress. But also, just sounds like, just allowing the body to rest and to unwind and heal physically, energetically, and also spiritually. Like you're healing at every
Yeah.
level. Yeah, I'm just wondering, are there other benefits we haven't named to doing this type of work?
Let's see, other benefits that we haven't named. I think one of the things that just in terms of specifically for HSPs, I
Hmm.
think that what I see is so mostly the individuals that are called into my room are individuals that are pretty empathic, meaning we feel the collective, we're feeling other
Yeah.
people's energy. And
Hmm.
I would say HSPs are that people, and then some people are even more beyond that, right? And can
Hmm.
really feel the collective energy. And so individuals that are highly sensitive and empathic, when they come into the room, the energy work, the Reiki work really kind of meets them where they're at, where we live internally and where we kind of thrive out of. It's the place that many of us feel shut down about in the world, and the Reiki witnesses that. And what I see is that people come and they feel so seen and witnessed, and some people are brought to tears because they've never felt like they've been seen in this way, and
Hmm.
they feel really safe and held. And or people will say, I've never talked about this with anyone. I'm like, well, you can talk about it here, because it's not something that we feel safe talking about in the wider world. um, and I also see that this energy work really helps individuals. Why I love doing it is it really helps individuals to come into their authentic selves. So ideally, optimally, we're working in through, through multiple sessions, because energy comes off in layers. And there is the rare client who can come to me and I can get to their authentic energy in one session, but that client's doing a lot of things outside of my room.
Hmm.
And so, within the second or third session, oftentimes I can get individuals kind of in their authentic energy. And even within the first session, people feel lighter, they feel more clear. Um, because also what we see is that what I see continually is that any kind of chronic stress really shuts that intuition down, that third eye.
Hmm.
And so those are the clients that, people come to me, they don't feel clear, they feel lost, they'll feel apathetic, they can't make decisions anymore, they don't know who they are. They may have lost their luster for to life. And most of the time I just say to them, hey friend, you're highly sensitive like I am. You've taken on a lot of other people's stories and you're wearing those stories so you don't even know who you are anymore, because you think this is your story and it's not your story. These are other people's stories, and we just have to move this out of the way so that you can begin to live in your own authentic self and be able to find your glimmer and your authentic light again, so that you can live
Hmm.
your purpose rather than living out of whatever energy's on top of your authentic energy, right?
So that makes sense that when you're saying you help bring people back into their authentic self, it's just taking off all the things they've absorbed from other people, from the world that aren't theirs. Like, oh, and
Yeah.
see yourself again.
Yeah, almost like taking off clothes or like
You're right.
organza, like layers of like this, like
Hmm.
and it becomes revealed, the authentic energy becomes revealed, and then people can feel much more at ease, and they can make decisions clearly again. They know who they are, they find their purpose. They're like, "Oh, yeah, this is what it feels like to be me." Because we forget what it feels like to be
Yeah,
me or ourselves,
we
right?
do. Well, when we've been living
Yeah.
a certain way for so long, whether it be living with that lackluster energy or a health issue, it becomes normal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we forget who we were or who we
We
could
do.
be.
We do
Yeah.
forget. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So this helps
So,
them find themselves again.
yeah. Yeah. So it can be a pretty
Yeah.
extraordinary transformation for individuals.
Yes. I mean, I felt it myself. I work with a body worker and we do a mixture of kind of energy, somatic experiencing, some craniosacral, and when I'm done with a session, I feel like a kid. I'm so joyful and
Yeah.
free, and I'm like, Who am I? Like it's
Right?
just, but
Yes.
there's that authenticity
Mm,
there that I'm not bogged down anymore.
that's
And
right.
it's phenomenal.